The man you see here, his name is Ogudoro, a Nigerian. He's a very wicked man. He set his wife and his brother-in-law ablaze. He burned them by fire to death. This woman's name is Chinyere. She has 4 children for this wicked man, and she lived in Scotland with her children. This wicked man, Ogudoro, is a jealous man. The same day Chinyere returned back to Nigeria, and his brother went to the airport and picked her. When they arrived home, Chinyere, somebody called Chinyere, his wife, and she was making call. And she decided to go to another room with her brother to answer that call. The man became jealous and angry, saying that the woman was talking to her boyfriend. Out of this jealousness, he went and they carried fuel and they poured fuel in the house, particularly locked that room where they were, and they poured fuel in that room. Locked the room, pour fuel in the house, and they put fire in the house. The fire started burning. The woman died, but his brother were able to escape, broke the door, and they jumped out of the fire. Although he was the one who confessed about everything that happened, how the man set them ablaze. Because when he was rushed to hospital, after confessing about everything that happened, then he died. He did not succeed as a result that the burns and the wound were so dangerous and serious. The pain was too much that he could not succeed. This man killed his wife, Chinyere, leaving those 4 children motherless, burned his wife with fire, set his wife ablaze with her brother. I am telling you, this thing happened the same day this woman came back from Scotland to Nigeria. That was the same day this wicked man killed his wife. After killing them, he pretended that he was not there. He ran away. But some neighbors saw him when he carried the fuel and poured the fuel in the house. Some neighbors who were in their own house saw him pouring the fuel and he's setting the house ablaze. They testify about it. He denied seriously that he was not the one who set the house ablaze and killed his wife out of jealousness, and saying that his wife was speaking to her boyfriend. It was when his neighbors who saw him carrying the fuel and setting the house ablaze came out and they testified that they were sitting in their own house, very close there as neighbors, and they saw him carrying the rubber of fuel, pouring in the house, and is setting the house ablaze, which killed his wife and he killed his brother-in-law. After they testified, then finally he was found guilty and he agreed. And that very house was built by Chinyere. The house was not his own. He didn't build any house. It was Chinyere, his house, that built that house. It was Chinyere, his house, that was the breadwinner. But he was jealous. And it was not really that Chinyere was talking to her boyfriend. Chinyere was talking to somebody who called her from Scotland, because she arrived the same day. Sometime they were trying to find out whether she has arrived in Nigeria. And she was answering the call when the man became angry. The man is very jealous. that his wife has money, and he thought that another one or another man could take the woman away from him. He killed the woman mysteriously. He is a wicked man. But finally today, the court in Nigeria has sentenced him to death by hanging. Even if you have a wife who has money, you don't have to be jealous anytime she's answering calls. You don't have to be jealous when somebody calls her on phone. This is what has caused his downfall today. He's going to die because the court in Nigeria has sentenced him to death by hanging. You have to be very careful how you monitor your wife, how you prove stupid anger of jealousness upon your wife or your husband. Don't be monitoring your husband or your wife and believing that your husband or your wife is cheating on you without him even cheating on you, just because of stupidness. Ogudoro started monitoring Chinyere because she has money. And the one thing is that he himself confessed that Chinyere were planning to sell the house. The house belonged to Chinyere. He forged all sorts of nonsense. But finally, he was found guilty. And the court in Nigeria has sentenced him to death by hanging. Thank you for watching. Welcome to the Prince Media Impact. Please subscribe to this channel. We have wonderful videos to bring your way. This channel is very good to teach us what is going on in the world. Subscribe, like, share, comment so that you get our video anytime it is out. Thank you for watching.